how much love did you feel tonight, both during the game from the fans and then after the game from your former teammates and coaches?
Yeah, I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there, and really good group, really good staff. Always get a lot of love. Spent some good quality time here, and it's dope to see it. Appreciate it.
So that right there is a clip from Jordan Poole after the Wizards just played the Warriors in a game where Jordan Poole actually had 38 points. Now, if you listen to the clip, you can hear him saying that he loves the guys over there, and then he clarifies saying he loves most of the guys over there. Now, most of the world heard that quote, and everyone instantly assumed he said most because he don't love Draymond. Look at what Draymond had to say after that quote goes public. So he says, "I really am sorry." Now, a lot of people will see that and they'll say, okay, why are you apologizing now? Like, it's too late. It's already over with. Let it be what it be. You already messed everything up. Him saying this is not completely out the blue, right? He did just recently go on Penny Hardaway's podcast, and he has some things to say about that situation. So listen up to what he had to say.
One of my biggest failures as a vet was what happened with Jordan Poole. And it took me to go through that failure with Jordan Poole, who was someone that came in and chose his locker to be next to me because he wanted to learn from me. Was someone that I would spend time with, that I would pour into, and I it all off. I haven't felt like that miserably at anything, at most things in my life. And so that was one of my biggest failures. It taught me a ton. It showed me how to be a better vet for Jonathan Kuminga, how to be a better vet for the Moses Moody's. But I had to go through that in order to learn. And like I said, it sucked. But in being that vet now and just wanting to pour into these guys, I think the most important thing for me is knowing how to. With Jordan Poole, I wanted to pour into him as well, and I did pour into him. But the how to, I didn't necessarily know. And because I didn't necessarily know, it led us to a place that kind of can't come back from,
Right.
But for these younger guys, I know not to get close to that place.
Yep.
But how to accomplish the same thing that I was trying to accomplish with that.
So now hearing that, I do believe that he's sorry for everything that happened after the punch. I think personally, I feel like he's super sorry that the video went public. He embarrassed Jordan Poole. He embarrassed his family. But also, he just ruined the Warriors' future dynasty. That one punch ruined that team, and look at where they are now. And I feel like he probably is sorry about that. I mean, you can hear himself. He said that's something that he had to go through, though, in order to learn how to be a better leader. Which, if you listen to some recent reactions to it, one in particular, Kenyon Martin, who, if you don't know, Kenyon Martin is basically Draymond Green before Draymond Green. He's always in some type of scuffle. He was the protector, the enforcer. That was his role on every NBA team. He talks a little bit on just how you feel in that moment and then how you feel after that moment. So take a listen to what he had to say about it.
Think about the people you punched.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And answer how you...
Yeah. After you think about it, yeah, I think he wish he hadn't punched him. Yeah, because in the moment, don't nothing else matter.
Yeah.
Right? Except me proving my point.
Yeah. Fair.
Right? In that moment, I don't give a fuck what else is going on. Me proving my point to your, Nick, what you said, right? The same shit I said. It was a build-up. What I thought. It's just, you could tell the energy that came with the punch.
Yeah.
It was a build-up.
Poole got his bread that summer.
Yeah, so whether he warned him or not, I think he had, or whatever the case, there was a build-up to it. Anything Jordan Poole would have said or did in that moment, that day, for whatever, it would have ended in the same result.
Mm-hmm.
So it's two sides of it, right? He proved his point, but then it's like you gotta like really sit in it.
So when I hear these two clips from Draymond and then from Kenyon Martin, they're almost to me saying the same thing, right? Draymond at the end of what he was saying basically said he has to figure out with this new group of guys that he's a vet to how to prove his point without getting close to the place that he got to with Jordan Poole, which is actually physical altercation. And Kenyon Martin is saying, on one hand, he proved his point. He was able to prove his point. He just did it in the absolute wrong way, and that's what he regrets. I'm glad that Draymond apologizes. I still agree. If I'm Jordan Poole, I don't care, bro. It is what it is. It's over with now. I don't want to be friends with you. Your apology doesn't really mean anything to me, because at the end of the day, I'm still a grown man and I feel how I feel. I probably do want to get my get back. It just is what it is. I also feel like the person who leaked that footage, not saying they should be in just as much trouble as Draymond, but they did just as much damage as Draymond by leaking that footage and making it a public thing and not letting the team be able to handle that internally like most basketball teams are able to. I've been on teams. I've seen fights in the locker rooms. Sometimes guys are able to just wipe it off and say, you know what? I still love you. We bros. We just have to get that out the way. Other times it's something that there's an actual issue and you have to deal with personalities and they have to fix it. And if the whole world was also in on that conversation and how to fix it, it would just make it that many more times worse. So what do you guys think? Is it good that Draymond's apologizing? Should he leave it alone? How should Jordan Poole accept the apology? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be active in there talking to you guys.